Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Alright, so we're watching craziest helicopter police chases caught on camera.
From a high-speed chase through western Florida that looked more like Grand Theft Auto, and two fugitives from England that thought it would be a good idea to take police through a cornfield, to a wild chase on a Florida highway that ended up shutting down both lanes of traffic, and much more. Here are some of the craziest helicopter police chases caught on camera.
And we have captions on straight away this time.
On March 6th of 2022, police in Pinellas County, Florida were in pursuit of 27-year-old Kenneth Lunford. Lunford is a homeless man that was just trying to buy some drugs outside a motel, but got into a fight after the deal went wrong. Unfortunately for him, things only kept going downhill from there. He wound up stealing the dealer's car and led police on a high-speed chase through several towns and cities. Thankfully, the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department had their eyes in the sky. A helicopter followed Kenneth as he burned down streets, blew red lights, and weaved around traffic. All this clip needed was the wanted level stars from Grand Theft Auto.
I can add those in. All this guy had to do... Oh, they added it in already. Wow.
Oh, he was awfully close to that motorcycle. Oh my gosh, yes. We gotta get his sticks ahead of this guy. He's
Don't
gonna
buy
one. Yep.
the pills in the morning.
4th Ave. Do we have Squad 3 units on here?
No wonder he got caught by the cops.
Alright, he's over the wrong side of the road coming up to West Bay on Clearwater Largo. He's got a red light.
Yep.
Alright, he ran the red light. I think he just signaled forward into this van. He's now westbound on West Bay.
Westbound on West Bay.
It's unclear if the driver's side door is damaged or if Kenneth is leaving it open on purpose. Maybe he's gearing up for a bailout when the police finally catch up. But at this point, it doesn't look like any cops are nearby. The only thing keeping this chase alive is the helicopter overhead. It watches Kenneth drive on the wrong side of the road and narrowly hits several civilian cars. He earned another wanted star when he tried to carjack a Corvette.
Alright, wrong side of the road around that deputy. Still continuing, high rate of speed.
He's on Gulf Boulevard. Where the fuck is Gulf Boulevard?
Alright, continuing south past 24th. He's in the median, high rate of speed. Alright, slowing down at 18th. Looks like he's gonna bail at 18th.
He's gonna bail now, and he's pointing a gun.
He's gonna carjack a Corvette. Black male, blue shirt, blue jeans.
Yeah.
Rocky, can you get up there?
Like the Corvette's gonna let his car get robbed.
He's back in his red car, taking off, southbound Gulf Boulevard.
Now we're on a 4-star. You need the flashing stars from Grand Theft Auto, not just the static image. The flashing one is better.
31, he just went southbound on 18th, you said, on Gulf Boulevard?
He is southbound on the Gulf Boulevard, high rate of speed, 12th Avenue. We need to get this guy stopped.
They also need a
The
dash
Corvette
cam.
driver wasn't about to let this maniac
cam.
take his car. But, as the saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Just ran the red light at 5th. This guy has no regard for anybody else on the road. On the pedestrian path, just signal.
Oh, he
Just
crashed.
signal forward, in front of Krabby Bill's 4th Avenue.
Gonna try to steal another
southbound.
car.
He's trying to carjack another Mustang, a black Mustang.
What do you mean another Mustang? This is the first Mustang.
You're good.
Alright, he just carjacked this Mustang. Taking off in a black convertible Mustang, southbound on Gulf Boulevard.
This is literally Grand Theft Auto.
Anybody in this?
Yo, Sonny, how's it going? How are you?
If you have to. I'm right behind it.
It looks like that car was involved in the signal 4, so he's got the back left tires gone.
Okay, you.
Now, Kenneth may have upgraded his ride, but he's lost the back left tire. It wasn't long before he lost control, and deputies were able to come up behind him. He fishtails, hits another car, and then nearly takes out someone on a bicycle. He smashes through an apartment complex fence and winds up nose first in the Florida mangroves. He takes off on foot, wading through the swampy area
Now
before
it's a
ending up in
five-star.
the Gulf of Mexico. That's when police surrounded him with their weapons drawn. Either he can swim to Mexico
How's your
or let the
pancakes
police
coming
take
along?
him in. In the end, he did the smart thing. Police hit him with 31 charges, including carjacking, DUI, and leaving the scene of a crash. His
31
mugshot showed him with several
charges.
cuts and bruises on his face. Thankfully, nobody else was seriously injured during his joyride.
Busted. Mission failed.
October 4th of 2023, Indian River County, Florida. Police are in hot pursuit of 28-year-old Nicholas David Parchesco, who's accused of attacking a doctor at Jupiter Pediatric Hospital. After wounding the man, Nicholas took off down I-95 at a high rate of speed. Police caught up to him after a helicopter locked onto his position. Once the bird has you in its sights, getting away is borderline impossible.
Of course it is.
Where's my... Upper 995. Yeah, 10-4, we'll try to keep you updated. We're trying to keep up with him. He's going pretty fast. Lane, outside lane now. Continued past
Oh my god, this helicopter audio is crap. And they're never good anyway.
995. Believe he just tried to get sticks. He continued. He's on the outside lane down significantly.
Did they hit him with the spikes? Didn't look like it.
I'm getting ahead. Trying to cut into the median. He's going to get stuck. He's in the water.
That's water.
He's might make it through, guys, if he can cut across. Back southbound.
This one's confusing. Yep, there you go. You got him. Come on, just keep up.
Nicholas was arrested and charged with multiple crimes, including fleeing and attempted murder. Thankfully, his victim made a full recovery. According to Dr. Philip Colaizzo, he had known Nicholas for over 15 years. Their families were close, but this wasn't the first time he'd tried assaulting the doctor. Dr. Philip was talking with an associate in the office when Nicholas walked in and put him in a headlock. He then stabbed
Jeez.
Dr. Philip multiple times before fleeing the scene. Thankfully, they were already in a hospital, and the staff could treat his wounds.
He's a doctor,
Nicholas was
it's
held
fine.
on $100,000 bond and made his first court appearance in March of 2024. We expect he'll be gone for a long time after
Was
this.
it 28 stab wounds?
Just say 28 stabs.
General question.
Earsham, England is a small village in Norfolk. It's about 13 miles southeast of Norwich and is home to about 900 people. Earsham is an old farming village dating back to the Anglo-Saxon era. In the old days, they used the River Waveney to grind wheat into flour. Some of the old mill buildings and many of the old crop fields still exist today. On August 13th of 2023, the father-son duo of Marcin Jablonski and Tomasz Urbaniak decided to rob someone and steal their Land Rover. They failed to stop for police, instead leading them on a high-speed chase through the English countryside. That's when Marcin, our driver, turned into the cornfields. The cops chose not to follow, knowing the helicopter overhead would find Marcin on the other side.
He's bullied his way
Marcin,
around the
that's a
unmarked
weird name.
standby, and he's pushing forwards. He's into the crops. All right, people, I suggest you don't follow him through this field because he's got better capability than you have, I think. So one of you vehicles back up towards us. Yeah, he's going away from you.
You
now,
could
back
easily
through the
just
field.
follow his
Still
path.
in the field, but he's taking evasive action. I think he's trying to look back towards the 143. Stand by. Okay, so he's on the A143 proper now, heading back eastbound again. It's not high speed. I think he may have taken some damage. It's quite slow. Right, he's onto the grass. I think he's got steering problems.
Driving through the field caused significant damage to the stolen Land Rover. Marcin
course.
lost control and crashed head-on into a white Nissan. Sadly,
Ooh.
the 28-year-old man behind the wheel didn't make it. Aisatu Mbalo Balde passed away on the scene, while Marcin and Tomas tried to evade the police. Both men were arrested and charged with Aisatu's death. Police also discovered that they had robbed a flooring business earlier in the day before taking the Land Rover. Inside the wrecked car, they found jewelry, handbags, and a computer terminal. They were sentenced to 14 years in prison. Aisatu's family was happy with the verdict, but nothing will ever bring their loved one back.
Of course not.
January 10th of 2022 was a beautiful day for golf in Long Beach, California. That's when two people started walking across the course that didn't belong. Golfers at the Recreation Park course knew something was going on when the 18th hole was swarming with police. They were after two men who had just led them on a high-speed chase through Orange County. The suspects had stolen a pickup truck and hit speeds over 100 miles per hour. They tried losing officers by making random turns in a residential area. They must have thought they broke the sight lines as they quickly abandoned the truck and took off on foot.
Yeah, so making a U-turn here, it's unclear to me if he is familiar with this area or not, or if he's just making every random turn that he can.
This is not a police helicopter, this is a news helicopter.
But again, we're in Long Beach, we're in a residential area, as you can see here, on 8th Street. Oh, door opening. Oh, there are two people.
And the car is just like, yeah.
And they're jumping, and the driver is the man in the red pants. His passenger is the one there in the black sweatshirt and hat, and they're running together here through what appears to be a park on Santiago Avenue and 8th Street in Long Beach. But they're in the wide open here with the sheriff's helicopter overhead. And I just saw one of them drop something, perhaps a cell phone. But they're running essentially here with all they can
as they
run through this lot. And I don't know where the nearest units are right now, but as I widen out the shot, we'll be able to hopefully see some units close by.
Okay, you won't be able to.
Yeah, they're running out of steam here. As I widen out the shot, you're going to see that they've still got a long ways to go. It's a golf course. Yeah, so it is a golf course. There's the sheriff's helicopter overhead. They've got no chance of getting away from him. He can clearly see where they're at.
Our suspects must think they've gotten away. They start walking around the course, trying to blend in with the other golfers. Little do they know, the police are right behind them.
Of course, here.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do. They have the bullhorn, so they're able to make announcements to these individuals to let them know to essentially just lay down on the ground and surrender and wait for the units to arrive on scene. But they're just casually walking away as if they had nothing to do with it.
Moments later, a motorcycle cop arrives and orders both men to freeze. They oblige, drop to the ground, and put their hands behind their heads.
Well,
I
at
believe
least
this
they
may be
gave
the
up.
one near the Navy base over here, but I'll try to get you the exact address. But we're definitely in Long Beach, just off of 7th Street. And here's, I believe that's an additional officer pulling up right now in a golf cart.
Why is that funny?
Yep, you saw that right.
He's just golfing.
Apparently, one of the golfers gave police their cart so they could catch these two criminals. He arrived on the scene a few minutes later, thanked the officers, and rode off to finish his game. It turns out one of the men dropped a weapon while they were running across the course. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find their names or what they were charged with. New Smyrna Beach is a coastal city in eastern Florida. It's about 56 miles northeast of Orlando and only 14 miles south of Daytona. About 30,000 people live in New Smyrna, all of whom rely on the Volusia County Sheriff's Department to keep them safe. On March 4th of 2020, the Sheriff's Department got a call about someone driving a car with stolen plates. They quickly caught up with the man, who was able to do anything he could to avoid getting arrested. Spike strips weren't about to stop him so easily.
And it has a stolen tag attached to the vehicle.
This one's smart. He's avoiding the spike strips. He's not going near those.
Stick it. He's still westbound. Front tires, I think. Front tires, I think.
He didn't hit the front tires.
Yeah, 7010 Central, it looks like he's losing tire. I'm following, doing speed limit.
Yeah, tire just came off, I think right front, I believe. Still westbound, inside lane. He's getting a little squirrely. He's having a hard time controlling this vehicle.
Okay, maybe he did hit it. Didn't look like it.
Our suspect kept fleeing down the highway before pulling into a residential area. He turned down a dirt road, ditched his ride, and took off on foot.
25
He's not going to make it far on foot, though, is he? Especially with the helicopter
he's turning
following
off
him.
onto looks like somebody's driveway here. Stand by. He's turned off. Yeah, you got to bail out.
Is that the cop?
He's in the trees. I don't see him.
Alright, let's get a perimeter set up. 15 touch putting on.
2440 East New York.
The hell is 2440 East New York?
Big mansion in the back.
He's running westbound. Looks like a black male, tail, tan pants, black shirt, black hat, or dreads. Jumping a fence.
17-9, yes or no?
They're going to break into the house now or something.
2160 Rocco Lane is where he's at.
To his credit, those were 2 clean fence hops. It helped put distance between him and the police, but there was no escaping the helicopter. He eventually ran out of steam and let police take him into custody.
Somebody go to Rocco on 44.
He's like, I've had my fun, I'm out of breath, just take me in.
He's walking now. He's just walking. Okay, he's on the ground. He's on his knees at gunpoint.
After his arrest, we learned that the suspect had run all that way without shoes on. We never learned his name or what he was charged with, though. It's also unclear if the car was stolen or just the tags. This 32-year-old car thief from Detroit thought he had escaped the police. Little did he know there was a helicopter overhead with a beat on his position. It was May 2nd of 2024. Officers in Detroit, Michigan were looking for a stolen Dodge Challenger. That's when the state police helicopter saw the driver hauling 150 miles per hour down the Detroit freeways. It stayed on him as he weaved between cars, nearly causing several accidents.
He's hopped back on Southfield, southbound from Grand River, doing 110, weaving through traffic.
Can't even keep up with him, he's going so fast.
Let's make that 150 as high now, through 96.
Through 96.
And 20, you'll probably get calls on him. He is weaving all through traffic, almost causing accidents.
Almost causing accidents, but not actually causing them.
Through Chicago. He has his windows down, cracked. I think he was checking for us if we're above him or not.
Yep.
Right there, you run right into him.
Lock him. And swerved and crashed.
44 car.
Alright, driver's out. Only one out. He's running south on Statler. Then turn right. He's west on Kenyon.
Oh my god.
Coming up to Kenyon and Beach Daily.
Looking back, it seems like the suspect and police caught each other by surprise. Neither thought the other was driving through that neighborhood. According to reports, the suspect clipped one of the cop cars while trying to drive around it. It was enough to spin him out, leading to the short foot chase. Police took him to a nearby hospital to treat a few minor injuries sustained during the crash and foot chase. He was eventually released and brought to county jail.
Of course.
December 3rd of 2021, police in Atlanta, Georgia are in pursuit of a silver pickup truck speeding south on I-75. It's unclear how long they've been chasing the suspects or if the truck was reported stolen. The driver must have hit something as their rear tires begin sparking on the pavement. They eventually pull off the main road and try running on foot through a gas station.
Pulled off onto the sidewalk. He's going down into the gas station on Jonesboro Road. The first gas station on your right, 3819 Jonesboro. Occupants are getting out. It's good. not sure they see us. They're underneath the parking. They're underneath the gas sign, so I can't really give you a good description. Passenger is going to be a black female wearing gray sweatshirt. Driver's a black male wearing a white T-shirt. He's running. Looks like he may be holding a rifle. Male's running as well. Southbound. They're trying to get into a vehicle. He's trying to steal a vehicle. Yep, they're doing something, get in the back, trying to steal a vehicle. The owner ran him off. The driver is running back northbound on the back side of the parking lot. Black male, blue jeans, white T-shirt.
Jeez.
3819 Jonesboro, right behind the back side. The female's with him. Sorry, officers are in pursuit. Officers are giving pursuit.
They're barely in pursuit.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
Both the driver and the female suspect were arrested and taken into custody. It's hard to tell, but it looks like the driver they tried to carjack was armed and ready to shoot. That, or the suspect took off running when he saw police pulling into the gas station. Otherwise, we don't know much else about these two suspects. In the video, you can see the woman dragging a large duffel bag from the car. One can only imagine what she had inside. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, then be sure to click the link on screen now. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.